Alright gang, we are headed out. Going to do a little field detecting today. Maybe wind up in the woods. It will be a good day. Here it is a couple days after Christmas and it is still warm. You folks in the Northeast, it's been wonderful. You folks in the Midwest, it's been horrible. But anyway, usually this time of year we'd be doing the end of year review, going over what's been found this previous year. No, not this year. This year, it's warm. Get out. So, anyway, stay tuned. Alright gang, we are out in the woods, near a field. Anyway, had to go to plan B. The field that we were planning to do had about 1 inch of water in it, and that's no fun. But strangely enough, this field should have more water in it, but it does not. So we came over here, and strangely enough, somebody's old pickaxe is still out here. So, yeah, it's a little bit of treasure. We'll take it. Maybe it'll lead to something else. But, that's pretty cool. So, alright. More to come. Alright, gang. Well, we just stumbled onto this by accident. We got some rocks here. Sandstone that's underneath. We got some great artifacts just laying on top. Got some metal over there, which we'll explore in a little bit. Apparently this house site has been done before, because yeah, you get some detectors who will throw their no good stuff up against the trees. And here we got some foundation stones, and like I said, hey, that looks like a wheel hub. That looks like a wheel hub of a wagon wheel. Bet you they didn't know what it was. But anyway, folks, looking at these rocks, these foundation rocks, obviously a lot of them used what was available. And old mason jar right there. And some of these rocks would have been also some sort of mica there. Some of these rocks would have been used by the Native Americans as like grinding stones. I'm actually trying to take you to one, but I can't find. Oh, okay, I found it. Now, some of these rocks have these marks in them, which we know where current will go and drag sediment into and swirl and create these. Not all the time, especially when you look at that. Okay, so if you would have that one there, why would you have that one there? So I'm thinking this might have been an old grinding stone. Don't really know, and I will have to really look at this some more at a later date. But like I said, just getting to this site and just kind of looking it over, there are some interesting bottles. You already seen some of the mason jars. And this is not a summertime site, by the way. These briars would be murder. Always wear your denim shirt. And this looks to be like an old ketchup bottle. Here's a Pepsi bottle. Another Pepsi bottle with still some of the red left on. This is a rather older bottle from C.W. Garrison, Bridgeton, New Jersey. And that's pretty cool. And looks like we got an old medicine bottle. And again, looks like somebody has already been digging here. But what's weird is that's an old dig site because all this stuff has grown over top. But now let this be a lesson to some people. Some people don't like to do sites that have already been dug. There's some plate there. Hey, that was a live find. Anyway, some people don't like to do sites that have been dug. But let me tell you what, you cannot find it all. But other people, yeah, they just, I don't know. Some people just are out for the coins and, yeah, leave all the rest of the good stuff, the good treasure behind. Whatever. But, all right, well, we're going to start scouring this little area, and I'll tune you in if we see anything. Hey, and by the way, if we're walking around and you see something, hey, give us a shout out in the comments. All right, gang. All right, gang. Back. Well, I actually finally stopped walking and started hunting. And when I get to a new site, I actually will keep my setting pretty low. And I'm actually quite tickled about this. This is an old door hinge. Yeah, an old iron door hinge. And see the old, where it would slide through at. And the more I start looking at this side here may be the old barn. And the other side may be where the house was. The house side is actually very, very tough to get through because it's all weeded over like that stuff. And in the last episode, I believe we talked about earphones and the cord. This stuff, yes, I have my short earphone cord so I don't get it snagged. Anyway, first thing of any kind of real neatness about it with the metal detector. But I'll keep you posted. So, stay tuned. And yeah, I think I've concluded that we are indeed at the barn. And there we have an old broken horseshoe from probably a horse that's been long gone. So, you won't be needing it. Alright, more to come. Still in the barn. And we found one of these, which it looks like to be a rains guard. Which is pretty neat. It was about maybe 4 or 5 inches down. And apparently the trash pit was also out here by the barn. Hence for all the bottles and broken bits of this and that. So stay tuned for more. Here we go. We're just at the other spot. We got the rains guard. And apparently I'm going to guess this is where they, where they kept their horse gear. Because here is a buckle. And it still actually has a bit of leather attached. Remember that buckle? That one right there? Here's another one just like it. So, unless this fella had 2 pairs of pants with the same buckle, yeah, no. I think it's probably harness buckles. But I still don't really know, but we will find out. Alright, gang. More. Oh, by the way, found that too. That was pretty cool. Old bottle. And on the bottom, mold marking. Looks like a diamond. There's an 8 next to it, but oops, let me turn around. There's a diamond, well, letter inside of it. I can't quite make out the letter. But it's still pretty cool. Nice find. I'll take that home and clean it up. But here we go. Alright, gang, still here at the barn. And we found another horseshoe. But something else we're going to have to look up. The difference between a horseshoe, an ox shoe, and a mule shoe. Would be a neat thing to know, especially out here in the field. Okay, well, I got a little bit more to go, which I'm going to do today. And then I got to wrap it up. It is starting to get dark. Wintertime. Anyway, And in case you folks were wondering what a plow point looks like, right there. That's what a plow point looks like. And you'll find those all over the farm. Anyway, more stuff to come. Shucks, I say. Well, I do not have a Royal Crown Cola bottle in my collection yet. And unfortunately, this is frustrating because this is just the top of one. Oh well, I'll keep looking. Alright, gang, hang in there. We're almost through. Alright, gang. You know what, now that I think of it, I think a buddy of mine jinxed me for all the wagon parts. Anyway, this is a wheel hub metal thing. If you can envision a wagon wheel, this would be the outside band of the hub. You know what? I have one at home. I'll show you the picture. Ready? Yes, that thing. So that's what this would be. And that's kind of neat. Alright, gang. More to come. Alright. This is something I do not know. Again, it looks like I'll be spending some time with horseshoes, ox shoes, and mule shoes. This looks to be a horseshoe. There's the shape. But it's connected up here at the top. But, well, if I know me, like you're starting to know me, you're probably seeing it on your screen as we speak. Alright, gang. It kind of looks like heart-shaped, don't it? I'll have to give it to the wife. Alright, gang. Stay tuned for more. Well, I outdid myself. I said I hadn't found a Royal Crown Cola bottle, and I find the big one. I find the half-quart Royal Crown Cola. I wish the insignia was still on there, but until I find a better one, this one will have to do for now. So that was kind of cool. Ask and ye shall receive, I guess. I don't know. Alright, more to come. Alright, gang. Anybody need a refrigerator? I might have found one for you. It may need a little fixing. Anyway, that's an old refrigerator. I don't know if you can tell or not, but it has the rounded door. You can see it's kind of concave. And you can see the actual freezer part, which was, back in the day, just a small little box inside your refrigerator, which was never ever really big enough for anything. Maybe an ice cube tray, and maybe, yeah, that's about it. But anyway, if you need a fridge, I know where you can get one, and it's probably really cheap. Except getting it, it'd be a whole different story, because there's a tree actually on top of it. Anyway, I think this is going to conclude our bout for today. So stay tuned for what's coming up next.
We are about to witness the takeoff of the first manned rocket to outer space. We pick up the count. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
We're off to visit the planet. There are treats galore in the sky. Venus is loaded with candy, and ice cream is found upon Mars. The soda punch isn't on Saturn. When you're thirsty, it's sure it's the spot. And Jupiter's really jumping with popcorn that's buttered and hot. But the best of them all is the planet, where all of these treats are at hand. And that is the spot we now head for on Theater Refreshment Stand.
All right, gang. Just got back in the car. Just now. And wanted to share this tip with you. That you've been out in the field all day, or the woods, or we have you, and before you get touching too much, you discover how dirty this can be. See? Dirty hands. Mrs. Reiser has learned, Mr. Reiser, of these things. Yes, they are baby wipes. Yes, they are valuable to a treasure hunter. Because with these, we may cleanse one's hands. And it does work. I used to have a vehicle that would get dirty. Steering wheel would be dirty. Next morning, on the way to work, get rush in the car and then find out how dirty your steering wheel is. Well, that is no more, because Mrs. Reiser says, hey, why not use these? Because often when you're out and about treasure hunting, you do not have a restroom available to get cleaned up in. And in a pinch, these work oh so good. And in case you do have to go anywhere on the way home, at least your hands won't be as cruddy. So, again, baby wipes. Who would have thought? Anyway, that's it for this time. And stay tuned for more. See, clean. Clean now. Clean. Well, the rag's dirty, but clean. Clean. Be clean. All right, gang. Bye.